All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, my friends. As I do this show more and more often, the more that I enjoy the exploration of this fine planet and seeing everything that it has to offer us in the far of amazement. So, I've never been to this part of the world. I've never seen anything um, at all what it's like. So we're gonna jump right in here, and as we go along, we'll get closer to seeing what it actually is. So very interesting, beautiful landscape. Kind of reminds me of Hoover Dam. Nice slope, gradual curve, and not quite as I think it's Art Deco as Hoover Dam. This one's a little bit more straightforward. Looks like a single lane. We could pass somebody on here if needed, but it's pretty barren for November. I guess late fall, and no trees, no bushes, so pretty darn barren, but beautiful, beautiful skies. This reminds me a lot of the Andes Mountains, so I'm just not sure if the part of the world here is that dry and arid and the soil's that rough. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Arizona too, kind of like Colorado River again. Reference Hoover Dam. Cool roads, very sophisticated. Definitely well done. And what always amazes me about dams, is the construction and just being able to plan this ahead with the distance, the curvature, make everything work, and then just combine it with the earth. To me, is just a true beautiful work of art. So that is very magical. So really enjoy seeing things like this. And it's kind of like this random building on the side here, cave. I don't know if this goes back inside, but if anyone has any cool specific details about this kind of architecture, please share, because it's very fascinating. I've heard that the cement in Hoover Dam is actually still drying in its core. So, interesting stuff. Interesting to see here, this little curvature. I think the kind of road just goes sweeping up to the left and to the right. Looks like we got a little, maybe it's a bustling small town up there. I don't know. We'll have to go and check it out, because it doesn't look like there's too much that way. But again, love the way that the dam just kind of combines into the rock. This huge semicircular dam is just utterly beautiful, holding back all this water. So a lot of fun checking that out. It's actually a pretty old photo, and 2012. Beautiful skies. I like moving along. You kind of see the clouds change a little bit. Gives you an idea how windy or not windy it is. Lesotho, haha. So there's your spoiler alert. Now you can see where we are in the world here. And if you're familiar with Lesotho, good, because I'm not. That's exactly why I'm here. Lesotho Highlands Water Project. It's excellent. President Nelson Mandela. So that gives you a little bit more idea where in the world this is. Interesting kind of slope up to here. and stairs that just seem open. Judging that this is north, it appears that the wind is pushing that way. So that's north. I guess that's west. Sun sets in the west. This photo is probably taken partially later in the day. And it's west, pretty darn west, you know, if you look at this. So I'm guessing almost a slight tilt to the north. I think that kind of helps tell what a hemisphere we are in. Interesting pocket of this dam here. Just really sharp merge into a beautiful rocky geography. Like a bit of a parking lot. Doesn't look like they've made it to where it's creating power. So maybe this is pretty far off the grid, but maybe it is somewhere. Just can't see the generators as maybe you do with some dams. Seeing if we can get over here so we can see below. Just trying to see where those buildings are. Sometimes you have interesting like overflow things, you know, like I want to say that's what these are, in case the dam, you know, it won't flow over the road, but it'll overflow into that, and that'd be really cool to see. Seems like it would just create this amazing waterfall, protrudes out, and kind of protects the structure integrity of the dam, I would say. Seems common sense, right? So this arrow is pointing into this wall down there, and it looks like it sweeps into the mountain. So that kind of stuff I find interesting with you know, these kind of projects. I have no idea what they are and what they do. Kind of have this mini dam down here. Mali Biam Atso River. I like the little S-bends, switchbacks. That's pretty neat. Let's see what's up here. You know, doesn't look like they're plugging up too much water because it looks like it could be a lot higher. So that's, I guess, a good thing. I don't think you want to dam up too much. I've always heard controversy about dams, you know, and that they just kind of really hurt environments in so many different ways. Just from, you know, blocking out what kind of wildlife flows, you know, through rivers. More to learn on that topic. Some random person out here. Looks like a local worker. Out for a stroll. Let's see what's over here at this reserve. Looks like we got some cool photos of it. Alright. So I was wrong. I was way wrong. So when I said this dam doesn't plug up too much water, yeah, it looks like it plugs up a lot. I like these bushes and the rocks. Cool little trail right here. Nice plants. Looks like some little succulents. Again, the sun setting to the west. Oh, we could see in this nice dining hall area. Starting to get hungry. Looks like a nice buffet set up. Get some nice coffee. What we got over here? Soccer, of course, or football. This is great. It's a nice place. Oh, nice. Got some bedrooms here. Seems like a nice place to get away. Beautiful view. Looks like delicious food. I wonder if it's... Oh, here we go. So we got eggs and toast. It's nice beams and ham, sausage. Ah, that looks nice. Jacques Chipas. Good photo. Enjoying a beer for work. Alright, they got a nice bar here. Meat and potatoes. There's a good photo. Wow, and it's a 3D shot from way up here. Let's look north, back towards the dam around the bend. And I like this point. So, $46 a night. Not bad. So I'm going to cheat a bit, as I say, and zoom out. And yeah, that's dammed up quite far. Interesting switchbacks up here where the river used to carve into the terrain. You know, I love how rivers, they'll create these little hooks. And now because they get flooded up, they essentially just become islands. You know, which is cool, but I heard it's also, you know, kind of bad for the environment. Nature. What I'm really finding mysterious is these cutout layers in the geology. I have no idea what's causing that. Seems like they're all over the place. So that's very mysterious. Looks like a little fish farm right there. Coming back down towards the dam. So you can see, actually can't see, but I'm just trying to wonder what the river used to look like before it was dammed. There's probably just all these ravines. Ravines and valleys, switchbacks. And see, like this right here, that's kind of like your island. So, very interesting area. So we're gonna take a gander elsewhere. As you probably figured out, we are in South Africa. And Lesotho, though, I am very unfamiliar why this state or this country, I don't know which it is. I'll do my history hopefully ahead of time. But being able to see this is interesting because, you know, it's completely landlocked and surrounded by a whole nother country. So I don't know if it was similar to, like, you know, its own people here and then South Africa gave it its region. But you could definitely see some contrast between the borders of Lesotho and South Africa. It's very mountainous. So I'm gonna try to duck into some streets. And it looks like Maseru is more of the urban townscape, so I like this area. Interesting reddish dirt Looks thin though, you know, because it's not very lush. It kind of reminds me of Hawaii, but then, you know, in this reddish dirt from Africa, it's not, I don't think it runs as deep, so there's not as much nutrients, and I think it's a lot older. Whereas, you know, the Hawaiian landscape is very new and a lot of vegetation where it's located. But cool homes. I like this plot of land right here. Just got to get it so it doesn't flood. It's got the laundry out. Looks like some good projects going on. Got a satellite dish. Nice view of the horizon. So this place is really, really neat. I'm really liking it. See what's up here? Looks like they maybe got a little garden. A little fruit tree right here. Kind of looks like plums to me. Ooh. Now we're talking. Got some corn going on. Yeah, and then not sure what's in here, but maybe it's like maybe they got chickens and rabbits or something. Seems like that'd be good for fertilizer. So that's cool, and it's good brickwork. I really like these windows. These old windows are pretty neat. Ah, yeah, so looks like little peaches or plums, I'm guessing. But you can see from these, they kind of look like, you know, like a raptor's claw, you know, pointy leaves. Ah, nice. Those look like tomatoes. Tomatoes mixed in with corn, it looks like. That is wonderful. More fruit trees. So this is December. Wow. So even in December, growing vegetation. So that's pretty awesome. Really enjoying this landscape. A little bit rugged, but very enjoyable. Cool little trails, nice roads, nice homes. Looks like that's a triplex right there, so maybe even more. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors on looks like 3 units, so maybe it's a sixplex. Nice garden. Got some good trees there. Everyone's got a good amount of vehicles. Looks like a pretty successful area. And wanted to kind of zoom around into some other areas, so let's go a little bit more south. Interesting that they have these agave plants. I wouldn't have thought to have seen this here. This reminds me of a lot of Southern California and Greece, Mediterranean kind of geology or geography, landscape, what have you. Interesting. See if we can see if there's any kind of river here. Looks like a nice little creek. Very dirty though. Very dirty. Tisk, tisk. A lot of dirt and trash in your waterway. That's a shame. Beautiful home there, right along the creek though. Huh. Probably a mobile coffee shop. Smart. Very smart. More agave plants. Driving the wrong way. Wrong side of the road. Nice pine tree. So good mixture here. Looks like a small triplex. So pretty simple overall. Nothing too complex. The house has got to be really old. Or it's just taken a beating the way it was built. I don't know if that's up to code. Interesting rocks on the side. This roof that doesn't want to give up. And yeah, be careful with that one. Cute kids out and about. Looks like it's a little bit of rain happening. Enjoying the umbrella nonetheless. So a nice area for November. Let's see what's more down south in these parts. Cutting camp. What we got down here? More agave. Like they're farming stuff. January. Cows and donkeys. This cow looks a little hungry though. I see ribs. So yeah, just shows that, you know, it's kind of roaming free, but still probably a bit hard to get some good food in these parts because the soil is just that tough. But I like the little homes here and there. Guy's like, oh, it's the Google car. But it's nice to see the flow of this water. It's really beautiful. So let's see if we could check out a couple other areas. Maybe a little bit further north. Very interesting. That's what the sign says. I don't know. Interesting buildings. It's more farming and ranching. Kind of a quarry. Making business out of the local stone. So that's good. Check out a couple more places. Let's head a bit north. Nice little road. Looks like they got their garden over here. Doesn't look like anyone's living there, but looks like it would have been really nice. More corn. Nice building. Got their dish, entertainment. No doors. So maybe that's a little patio. I feel like I'm getting just along the border's edge here. What we got down in here? Interesting, a lot of the same. More corn, small homes, nice gardens. Looks like those are big leaves, so it's might be squash. Looks like this might be tomatoes or maybe some kind of peppers there. Got some cows, some fruit trees. More corn over here. Looks like a little convenience store. Beautiful horizons though. Beautiful skies for January. Seems like a nice time to be here. So we got over here. Some merchants along the roadways here. Construction projects in the works. Again, like the ground just seems tough to do a lot with ranching and farming. So pretty tough to get ahead here, I imagine. It's pretty desolate. Overall, just because there's not much trees, doesn't seem like stuff grows too well. It's a very selective ground, but I really like it. Seems like the people are pretty easygoing, like their setups. Nice little sections of trade here. Definitely tough though, as most places are in the world. Anything down in the south here? It's very, very spread out. Just incredibly, incredibly spread out. Just a lot of mountains, a lot of switchbacks. That's what this national park is like. Just amazing landscape, but very, very tough, very repetitive, almost close to badland like. Such thin soil. Makes you think it might be like fairly high altitude, which tends to be very eroded soil. It's a beautiful shot. Amazing nautilus-like succulent agave type plant there. A couple people enjoying their animal fun. Wow. You could see someone had built up inside of these rocks here, so that might be really historic right there. This gentleman here is enjoying the green little... That's beautiful. It's like a green bog or creek switchbacks. That's really fascinating right there. It's like some really, really old living quarters. Pretty smart. That's random. Wow. So, just showing the area. So, alright, that is Lesotho. And, not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but that is really fascinating to see this part of the world. Very grateful to be able to get on the floor and see what there is here. So that was a lot of fun, and hope you all enjoyed it. Definitely looking to explore more of this fine world with you all very soon. If you all have any ideas where you would like to explore, as always, I am open for comments, questions, etc. And on that note, thank you all again. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Bye-bye.